from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Trubisky and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Cleveland Browns.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make it. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
The numbers last week for Bernard: 18 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. This one complete to Jordan Reed. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
Mitchell Trubisky said, a fumble on the play.
Giants 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
Complete.
The numbers a week ago for Everett. 11 catches, 80 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Complete to Julian Edelman.
That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Gain on the play. And
they'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Ingram. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Browns.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
1st and goal.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
To Gerald Everett.
Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball so that maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Fights through him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 40.
Now Trubisky on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. The ball comes out.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Trubisky. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Round 7, Cowboys nothing.
Mahomes now to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
It's 2nd down.
I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play, had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bernard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
49-yard line.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the Browns' 46-yard line.
Here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Chris Wormley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. And the throw there gonna be incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A heavy rush, and down he goes.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? A few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Samuels. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The tackle by Derwin James. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trubisky sacked. Do what you do. Tackle.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
No good.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Juwan James, the right tackle, first-round selection in 2014. He's the one that got flagged there. From the gun, it's Mahomes, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, and they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him.
Mahomes pass. Complete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Cowboy.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky setting up the screen. This is Samuels. They'll crossover out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully.
Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the clear. 30, 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The give to Mark.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
It's a gain of
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Ingram. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Landon Roberts there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Mahomes.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman.
Mahomes.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Loss of 2 yards.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Samuels again. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He's brought down at
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman.
Mahomes pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of...
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Browns.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And finding Edelman underneath. That's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
The ball carrier.
4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A gain of 2.
From the 29, Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Miles D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
13 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The tackle made by Cameron Wake. 2 yards on the pickup.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
46-yard line.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Complete to Jimmy Graham. First and
no let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is caught at the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He was trying to get that back to Allen. On 3rd down, Trubisky. But now it's 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over.
39-yard line.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He can run for it, and he will. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Complete to
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Trubisky sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. A solid Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Jalen Samuels who closed it out with a touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Ingram again. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here.
Mahomes on the keeper.
2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Ball carrier.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
1st and goal.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.